at Again Reactors for another pitch meeting, this time for 2 films in one pitch meeting video, Oppenheimer and Barbie. I saw Oppenheimer in theaters. I did not participate in the Barbenheimer experience. I did not see both of those films in theaters. I only saw one, and that was Oppenheimer. That review is linked right above me. But I just recently reacted to for yet another movie reaction for Barbie. Be sure to go check that out. The link is down in the description. Plus, at the end screen of this video, you can check out my review for Oppenheimer and my reaction to Barbie. Highly enjoyed both films, but now it's time to see what Ryan George has to say about both films. So let's hear it. It's time to reel it in.
So, you have a movie for me? Yes, sir, I do.
Oh, wait, why are there 2 of you?
Oh, well, we got to chatting, and we have a very exciting, once-in-a-lifetime double feature opportunity here. 2 absolute blockbusters.
What are you talking about?
Well, my movie's about the popular kids' doll Barbie, and mine's a historical drama about J. Robert Oppenheimer, father of the atomic bomb. Okay, first of all, you guys have chosen some misleading shirts for this pitch meeting, and second, that Oppenheimer one doesn't really sound like a blockbuster. Christopher Nolan would be directing.
Oh, okay, there it is. But how is this a good pairing of movies?
Well, we got to talking, and we realized our scripts are basically asking the same question, which is, what if man has too much power?
Oh, I thought we said, what if men
have
too much power?
Oh my God.
That's basically the same thing.
Wow.
So anyway, tell me about these movies. Let's start with the depressing one. Wide-scale death depressing, or Hollywood only making movies based on existing intellectual property with a proven track record of financial success depressing? Let's go with the second one. Well, the movie's gonna follow a Barbie girl in a Barbie world, right? And let me tell you, life in plastic, it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Can you brush her hair and undress her everywhere? Oh my God, what? What? What kind of movie do you think I'm pitching you? No, it's Barbie Girl. Yeah, by Aqua. All right, my name's not Aqua, and I'm not going anywhere. Never mind, I apologize. Disgusting. Disgusting. So anyway, one day while Barbie's having a big old Barbie party in Barbie Land, she's gonna start thinking about death. Oh my God. And then she gets flat feet and cellulite, so she's like, something is off here. Okay. So with the help of this weird Barbie, she's gonna go through a portal into the real world, and Ken's gonna come along for the ride. Oh, and what's the real world like? Sometimes it's like the real world, and sometimes it's like a magical cartoon. Oh, fun. And so Barbie's gonna head to the Mattel offices, and turns out it's just run by a bunch of buffoons, and also like just men. Very funny. Yeah, this is gonna be a big middle finger to powerful executives everywhere. Hey, what's up? And so this is gonna be kind of Mattel acknowledging the role that Barbie has played in like creating unrealistic body standards for women. And also saying that actually Barbies aren't really about that, they're actually empowering. How's that gonna work? Well, the best way I could describe it is that our partners at Mattel like eating cake, but also they like having cake. So if there was a way to do both of those, they'd just be thrilled. Oh yeah, I don't see a problem with that. Why would that be a problem? Yeah, it'll kind of be like any harm that they've caused in the past wasn't so bad because it wasn't really intentional. They're just kind of silly. We should get Will Ferrell to play the head guy. People can't hate Will Ferrell. That's a good plan. So anyway, in the real world, Ken is gonna stumble upon the fact that the patriarchy exists, so he's gonna think that's pretty cool and bring it back to Barbie Land. Yeah, so while the Barbies were in charge of Barbie Land before, now the Kens are gonna be in charge, and main Barbie's gonna have to go restore the natural order. Gotcha. And so that's really gonna let us drive home this message in the movie that the patriarchy is kinda messed up for women. Good message, sure. Yeah, the patriarchy, no good. Not good at all. Totally hear you, absolutely. Very unfair system for sure. This whole patriarchy thing, it's bad. It's not good at all. That's and if you really think about it, the patriarchy is actually, it's not a good thing. I feel like you've gotten the point across. It's just not really fair, is it? The patriarchy, I mean. Yeah, no, I understand and agree. Patriarchy, more like not good yarchy. Am I gonna get in trouble if I say, even though I totally agree with the message, this is kind of a lot? Yeah, probably. Hey, check this out. What are you doing? Did you just literally hit me across the head with the message? I did, yeah. So the last chunk of the movie is going to mainly focus on that and be mostly talking. Oh, samesies, mostly talking. Okay, so tell me about this Oppenheimer one. Well, we've all seen the epic stuff that Nolan can do with stuff like sci-fi and superhero films, right? Yeah. So just imagine what he can do with 3 hours straight of historical science talk. Well, taking it to the next level of epicness. Is it though? Well, there's going to be epic music playing under every single word that's spoken. I didn't realize that. So anyway, with this movie, I think we have the opportunity to give the people what they've been dying for.
What's that?
Several J. Robert Oppenheimer sex scenes.
Oh, finally.
Oh,
Father of the atomic bomb, more like father of a child he got by hooking up with a married woman.
Catchy.
And that famous I am become death quote, he's gonna say it well banging.
Oh, yeah, well, that's just fan service at this point.
Yeah.
So what else happens in the movie?
Well, we're gonna kind of intertwine several storylines, because if I wrote this in a linear way, Christopher Nolan would find and murder me.
That makes sense. So what are the storylines other than his love life?
Well, there's gonna be the whole Manhattan Project, right? He's gonna find and recruit scientists like
Very
he's planning
cool.
a heist in a Guy Ritchie movie.
Okay.
There's gonna be this whole hearing to maybe revoke his security clearance during
Amazing.
the Cold War, and his wife's gonna kick ass when she's questioned.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah, and let me tell you, it's gonna kind of come out of nowhere.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, we're mostly gonna show her being an alcoholic the entire movie, and then there's also this
And
Senate
she's in the back.
confirmation thing going on.
Who's confirmation?
This guy Strauss, who's been kind of plotting against Oppenheimer and
RDJ.
suggesting he's a communist and stuff.
Why is he so mad at Oppenheimer?
Well, because he felt
Barbie
humiliated
Ryan's
by
just
Oppenheimer
chill.
at a political thingy, and then also he thinks that Oppenheimer badmouthed him to Einstein.
And so what happens with this hearing?
Well, he's not gonna get confirmed, and one of the people that voted against him is John F. Kennedy.
He's from the next big political period of history.
Yeah, he is.
I love it. Perfect way to set up the sequel.
Oh.
Oppenheimer 2, The Rise of JFK is tight.
Why not keep that door open, I guess?
So how do these movies end?
Well, we're gonna find out what Oppenheimer actually said to Einstein, and turns out it wasn't about Strauss at all. It was about
Right.
how maybe they've set the destruction of the world in motion.
And Barbie has
Scary.
a human vagina now.
What? She's got a human vagina now, so she's got to get that checked out, professionally. It's important to get that checked out by a professional, vaginally speaking.
Please don't say vaginally.
Vulva. So we think people will leave these two movies feeling, a sense of girl power and a healthy dose of nuclear holocaust dread.
I still think it's going to be hard to convince people to go watch both these movies on opening weekend.
Actually, it's going to be super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we just got to come up with some catchy thing combining both movie names and make that blow up on social media.
Barbenheimer!
You have a name?
We do.
Let's hear it.
Well, we were thinking Barbenheimer.
Oh my God, what?
We'll workshop that.
Ladies first. Barbenheimer destroys the box office. Multiple
Hi everybody,
records
J. Robert
smashed.
Oppenheimer here. Thank you so much for watching.
Yes.
No. Hi everybody, Ryan George
Thank
here.
you,
Thank
Ryan.
you so much for watching that video. I hope you enjoyed it. I am become death and
I like how he left that blooper in. Oh, he's leaving the blooper in.
I am designing a bomb.
There you have it, another pitch meeting reeled in. What do you guys think about Barbenheimer? What was your experience in theaters watching Oppenheimer and Barbie? Did you watch Barbie first and then come back to the theaters and watch Oppenheimer at night? A 3-hour film at night? I would have, done it the other way around. I would have watched Oppenheimer in the morning, come back later around 7 to 8, and watch Barbie to end my night. But if you did that, let me know. Sound off in the comments down below. Tell me how your guys' experience was for that film in theaters. But yeah, you guys have seen my review for Oppenheimer. I praise that film. That is a 5 out of 5, a 9 out of 10 film. Enjoyed that 3-hour film. The bomb scene obviously was great, but everything leading up to the bomb scene and everything after the bomb scene was chef's kiss. It was great. Highly enjoyed that film. Well, way more. I enjoyed that film way more than Dunkirk. I believe it was the last film I watched of Christopher Nolan. No, I watched Tenet. Tenet was okay, but the film before that was Dunkirk. Did not enjoy Dunkirk. I watched that in theaters. Tenet, I watched it on HBO Max when that was a thing. But I enjoyed Tenet for what it was. I love Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy. I enjoyed Interstellar. I've seen quite a lot of his films, but he's a phenomenal director. I cannot wait to see what he does next. But yeah, what are you guys' thoughts on Oppenheimer? Now for Barbie, obviously, and hopefully you guys have checked out my movie reaction to Barbie. It's on the channel. Go watch it. Highly enjoyed it. Plenty of laughs. A big time message, yes, obviously on patriarchy and how women are treated in the real world and how that's different from, the real world and how it's different from, Barbie Land. And then obviously dealing with the sides of the Kens being treated or not feeling like they are being treated in a fair way to the Barbies. Basically feeling cast castaways or being the last doll on the shelf. That's what I said in my review to Barbie. But yeah, to see them, you know, all come together by the end, and then slowly the Barbies, you know, opening up to the Kens, you know, not to the point where they can have their very own Supreme Court or be on the Supreme Court, but working to that. But to see them work out their differences and apologize to each other was a great moment. And then you have Barbie, you know, not wanting to live in Barbie land anymore, which was a surprising choice. I never thought I would, you know, see that in that film, in which she decides to become a real person. That was quite shocking. But I love how she took the name of Barbara as her first name. That was cool. And then you had the inclusion of Mattel, and it just shocks me still now thinking about it, because that movie basically puts Mattel in a bad light. I don't think I said that in my review. There was a lot of things I did not say in my Barbie review. I usually think about so much after the films that I watch, and I'm like, dang, I should have put that in my review. But yeah, that movie puts Mattel in a bad light. But hey, Mattel agreed, and they published, they produced and put this movie out. I mean, Mattel's all over that film, obviously. But yeah, that movie puts Mattel in a bad light, which I think is absolutely hilarious. But it's a fun time. I'm pretty sure that experience in theaters for both films was a fun time. I mean, that was a event, and I really doubt we're gonna have another Barbenheimer. You got people trying to do Saw Patrol, you know, Paw Patrol and Saw coming out on the same day. That's stupid. I mean, I don't see that working at all. I mean, that's what people are talking about. But this event, Barbenheimer, I don't think we're gonna see anything like that anytime soon. I would say give it another decade. I don't know what film we could do that for, but the reason why Barbenheimer works is because you have a big brand, Barbie. You know, that movie's for the women, but also the guys can enjoy that movie too as well. But then you have Oppenheimer, which is for the guys, a big historical event. Not only that, it's Christopher Nolan, and then you got Christopher Nolan's film, and then you got Greta Gerwig, who's just as big. So you have both of those films releasing on the same day, and it works for WB. I mean, Oppenheimer's about to hit $1 billion. I believe the last time I checked, it had well over $900 million worldwide. Barbie, on the other hand, has $1.5 billion. I think about that. I think it's going to, you know, close out just below $2 billion, but that's a hit too. They had two films released on the same day, and they both, you know, made together well over $1 billion. That's insane, but it worked. And that's why I say it's very rare that something like this will ever happen again, or something like that we will ever get to watch again. But yeah, I enjoyed both films. What did you guys think? This is another pitch meeting, and thank you guys for clicking on this quick reaction and review of both of these films. Now, go check out my review for Oppenheimer and my movie reaction. Thank you guys for watching. I've had this pitch meeting in my watch later playlist for quite some time because I saw Oppenheimer, but I did not see Barbie until it released now on digital. But yeah, I had to reel it in. This will conclude this pitch meeting reaction. Plenty more pitch meetings I will for sure reel in for you guys because you guys enjoy these so much. So yeah, thank you guys for clicking on this video. This is Reel It In Reactions. I'm Reel It In Miles. Catch you guys in the next reaction video. Peace.